Flack math! Give me some math and I'll give you some flack. Flack math!
Okay, here we go. Geometry lesson 31. We're going to talk about flowchart and paragraph proofs. So we're just going to do 4 lessons this week. Your assignments will be 31, 32, and 34. And then we're going to start winding down before Thanksgiving. But
Thursday?
it's on a Thursday.
How many more weeks until Thanksgiving?
Like 2.
2
I might be
weeks?
going to Title 2.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of walk through.
Geometry.
I'm going to walk through a flowchart proof. Okay, so this is not like statement 2 columns where it's statements and then reasons for those, but you do have to declare reasons just in a different way, just in flowcharty way. Okay, so let me give you a proof. This is example 1. Here's a proof. Given angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent. Also, what's given? Angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. I want to prove that angle 2 and angle 3 are supplementary. Okay, so if I were to give you an example, it'd probably look like this. Okay, so given angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent. Yeah, they are because they're vertical angles. And then also given is angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. So I'm going to prove that angle 3 and angle 2 are supplementary. Okay? So here's the first part of my flowchart. Angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent. Or let's just say angle 1 congruent to angle 3. Why can we say that?
It's given.
It's given. So I'm just going to write given underneath here. The other thing that's given is another part of my flowchart. Is angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. Why? Because it's given. Okay? So here's what I can say. Here's what flows from this statement. The measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. Why can we say that? So the only thing we know so far is that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. Then what gives us the right to say measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3?
Definition of congruence.
Yeah, that's what congruent means. So definition of congruence. So def congruence. Meanwhile, I could say this. Measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equals 180. Why can I say that based on the statement above it?
Definition of something.
Yeah, def sup angles. Okay? Okay, so now I can say, here's what I'm going to do. Yes?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Uh-huh.
Great.
So now I can say measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 2 equals 180. Why can I say that? What's the difference between here and here?
The 1 is getting replaced by 3. But
Yeah,
the 1
it's
is
being, what's
replaced.
another word for replaced? Substituted. So this is substitution property of equality. Now these both come from here, so I used both of this information to say that this statement, because I can substitute that in there. So this is the substitution prop equality. Okay? So now what? I haven't proven anything yet. I haven't said what my last statement, which should be angle 2 and angle 3 are supplementary. Why can I say that?
Definition of supplementary.
Right. Back to the definition of supplementary. Def sup angles. That's an example of a flowchart proof. Okay? And it kind of makes sense, but it's a little too disorganized for me. I don't really like flowchart proofs. I mean, you could write this in a 2-column proof, the same kind of way, but this kind of keeps the two different givens a little separate here. So you can work with those two separate givens and then they come together. But still, I think it's a little more complicated than it needs to be. Okay?
I like it better than proofs.
Than the 2-column proofs?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I figured it would be because some of us are flowchart people. Some of us are list people. Those are two different types of
Lists
people.
are overrated.
Okay? I am such a linear list type of person.
Because we're OCD.
Maybe, yes. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. Just give me the list. Yep. Okay.
Do what I That was a great day, class.
So a paragraph proof is very similar to this, but you're just using complete sentences.
Ew.
And just explaining what you see, right? So I could say something like this. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, so measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. By the definition of congruency. I could just spell it all out. I could say, since angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3 because of the definition of congruency. Okay? And then I can say, if angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary, then measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equals 180. And then I could probably just say yes. I don't even have to say why, because I just did, and since they're supplementary, then they add up to 180. Okay? And then I can say, since measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 3, measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 2 equals 180 by the substitution property. Therefore, measure of angle 3 and angle 2 are supplementary because of the definition of supplementary. So this is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't like writing reports. I don't like writing papers. This is what a paragraph proof seems like to me, just explaining everything in detail. Okay? Now, if you go into law, we already talked about how geometry is a great preparation for law, because your goal is to make everyone in the room feel stupid. Okay? So you can be as detailed as you want. You can have a flow chart. Like Here's Jack. Jack finds knife. Jack gets fingerprints on knife. Sally is dead. No one else is in the room. A little flowchart proof in the courtroom. You feel stupid, but it's undeniable that Jack is
Guilty.
a jerk because he killed Sally. Okay? So these are just different types of proofs. You might be tested on it, like a paragraph proof, but if you are, we're going to go over it in detail before, so
This is
Don't-
in English.
don't stress too much about it. But either way, you have to begin the process of walking people through an argument step by step with a justification of each step. Okay? Whether that's with a flowchart or in a paragraph, and there's lots of sinces, ifs, and becauses in a paragraph proof, or a 2-column proof. Either way, either one of those options works. Okay? Just be as duh as you can. Okay? Explain everything. Over-explain. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next lesson.